after I've been concluding through my studies and believing now that a new breach of the Jewish tree should break, as we've looked through the timings of the different movements who have accepted of Judaism but have conducted themselves in their own little ways. As we have looked through the great rabbis of the stages, a lot of them were outcast and outlawed, and there was arguments between rabbis who've taken different sides. But in my understanding of the Torah, of the words of wisdom, the books, what I read, what I conduct myself in, I am believing now that the days that we wait for the Messiah, the Mashiach, is that we cannot be no more ununited. We need to be united. We need to be together. Even though we are all Jews and we class ourselves as all Jews, we're still divided in sects by different movements. And by different movements is a way of not being together. It is by being untogether. We're still at war with each other. We're still fighting. We're still no peace. How can this be? We're Jews, we should be together. Our punishment was to be in exile, where we would convert everything to holiness, that we will use it for godliness. And at the end of the day, I have concluded in my mind now that I suggest that we wish for the Messiah to be here, for us all to be together, is that we outcast our old ways of movements, in what we've adapted ourselves to, and unite ourselves as one, as a Jew, but also as our Messiah Jew, where not one person is the Messiah, but we are all the Messiah. We are all the Messiah Jew, that we all carry the soul, because it's only blood and flesh that humans think of, where the Jews, we think of something higher than existence. We think of higher with godliness. Is the soul, it's the soul connections, and I believe that we should all connect ourselves truly with the soul, and by accepting that we're the Messiah, that we are all descendants from kings and queens through the Hebrew bloodline, and for us to be united as one, for not to be a part of this movement, the Lubavitch or the Kazitic. You can go on. I'm a Zionist and this and that. You can go on. I believe that every Jew is unique, and every Jew has the right to be united with his brother and his sister. And I suggest, and I am willing to conduct myself in starting the timing of the Messiah Jew. It is timing that every Jew is the Messiah. Every Jew is the king or queen. Every Jew has that right. Every Jew is going to be together, not because they are a Jew of the bondage, but they are the Messiah, but because their soul is connected like ants. You get one ant and then you get a whole of them, the ants together. You're fighting not just one ant, you're fighting them all together, but they act as one. That is what I believe that the Messiah Jew is all about, and I will conduct myself more in reading and learning. But I suggest to the world now that the Messiah is here. The Messiah is here, but as not as one, but as all. All Jews from each corner should unite as one, as they are, in them are the Messiah. They have the right to call themselves the Messiah, because they are all the Messiah. They are all the Messiah because the soul is one. And that is what I like to conclude on. So thank you. Good night.